Thank you, Mark. Let's move to the next speaker. Manu Lubrano is CEO and co-founder at Involi. In fact, I know Manu quite well, as he was head of industrialization at senseFly in my company before. He also co-founded the NGO Drone Adventures, who carried out many different mapping projects, mostly in emergency response, many interesting ones. He holds a PhD in manufacturing systems and robotics from the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology. And he's particularly skilled in computer science, robotics, industrialization, and management. He will now tell us more about Involi. Manu, stage is yours.
Hi everybody, it's a pleasure to be here today. Sorry, I don't know any Swahili word to say apart Sasa, but I think it's not relevant here, so okay. I am the CEO and co-founder of Involi, as Jean-Christophe said. I'm going to present you why air traffic data is important for the drone business. Yes, excellent. So I was head of industrialization at senseFly, and I was also the co-founder of Drone Adventures. So I know pretty well how drones for mapping works and how they can be used in country like yours. What's interesting is that this is the use of drone in the humanitarian context. What is interesting for you is that Tanzania has been one of the first countries in using on a very big mission the EB drones together with Drone Adventure to create the cartography of two big islands here. You will see it very soon. Okay, so I think there is a small delay here. The island of Unjuya and the island of Pemba have been cartographed using senseFly drones thanks to a mission done by Drone Adventure. And this is very nice because it allows to say that Tanzania is really on the top of technology of the use of these new drones. And as you can see from the screen, 1,500 drone flights have been done in order to create these very precise maps of these two countries. So congratulations, because this is something very unique all around the world for a country to understand how good drones could be. The problem is it's not always like this everywhere. So sometimes this happens. We wanted to use drones in Nepal to help after the earthquake, and it wasn't possible because there was a harsh regulation that came out and that allowed drones to not fly. Why this is happening? Because there is a big problem with drone. It's very difficult to coordinate manned and unmanned operation today for a very simple reason. Drones are blind to air traffic. So drones are not able to see airplanes, helicopters, everything which is flying around them. So what happened? The regulators say we need to block these drones, and this is a pity because there are all these incredible possibilities for drones up there, right? And this is when Involi come into the picture. Maybe, yes. Too far away. Sorry guys, some little technical problems I'm having. Okay, but basically what I'm trying to tell you here is that traffic awareness is something which is very important, okay? Today we are very good in having air traffic information around the airports. Oh, here we are, the current situation. Around the airports or at very high altitudes. But then, as soon as we go far away from these areas, we cannot see airplanes or helicopters. Then Involi install our system in a broad network of all over the country, and then we can detect all the other airplanes, helicopters which are flying over a certain area. Why this is important for drones? This is important because it's exactly the same areas where drones are flying as well. So here I'm talking about a limit of 2,000 feet. In the future, drones will also fly over 2,000 feet, for example, for drone taxi and things like this. And so the system that Involi provides allows to really open the picture and see more and more air traffic to help drones arrive. This is our device that you can see here. We have installed 4 of those devices around Mwanza in order to assist the drone flight here in order to track air traffic and drones. And we fabricate them in Switzerland. our approach is the following. Basically, we talk with a telecommunication company. They have very nice spots around the world, around the country, sorry, and we install our device over their antenna. Then from there, we start to fetch all their traffic. Once we receive all the air traffic, we provide it to the drone, or we provide it to the air traffic in order to, well, use it for different reasons like drones, etc. This is a proof of concept we are doing today in Switzerland. So you can see we cover a large area of 8,000 square kilometers using just 7 antennas. And it's exactly the same thing that we're doing here today. This is a capture of the air traffic that we can get with our system in Switzerland. So the orange air traffic are communicating in ADS-B, while the white one are using transponder. Then we continue developing the system, and now we are also able to detect FLARM devices, which is another identification technology. What is very interesting is that you are seeing this airplane, which is flying at 3,700 feet above mean sea level. It's actually flying at extremely low altitude for, compared to the ground, and this is an aircraft that not even the air traffic controller in Switzerland can see, but we can see it. So we are really giving this full coverage. So what is our recipe to have a safe drone integration? Basically, it's having a 100% coverage of a country with our system, especially the Gulf airspace, and then being able to detect all possible identification technologies of air traffic, and then provide this position to ATC, to UTM, to drones, to whoever needs them. Last but not least, the other point would be also to favorize the integration of cooperative drones, like we're doing here in Tanzania. All the drones are equipped here with a low-power ADS-B emitter, so we can also see them in our screen. Sometimes there is some suspense, but then things come. Okay, so this is the model of interaction that we want to put in Switzerland. So basically, from Swisscom infrastructure, we detect air traffic. We give it to SkyGuide, which is the air traffic controller. SkyGuide give it to AirMap, which is the UTM, and then AirMap basically provide it to drones and other users. This is today our coverage, also ventilated by different technologies. And surprise, also for me, and this is the coverage that we have today in Mwanza. So basically, you can see the airport on the right. Then basically, we detect all airplanes equipped with ADS-B, and we provide the position to AirMap, which is here with us and is talking later. And from AirMap, we could go to the air traffic controller or to drone operators. So basically, this low altitude air traffic data is the key here. This is something unique that doesn't exist anywhere else. Low altitude air traffic data can be used for many other applications instead of UTM, from safety to, I don't know, doing statistic of how the sky is used, to improve security, faster response in case of accident, validating ADS-B using multilateration. There is a lot of technical things that we can do with this data. And so this is kind of the key message for this presentation is the following. If you want to implement a UTM, so if you want really to manage drone traffic, you really need to have this low altitude air traffic data to be able to see how drones are located towards air traffic. So finally, the question that I always have is this disruptive? And so I have a little example on that. It's a funny one. So today, if you want to listen to some music, what do? You go in a shop and you buy a CD, right? But, hey, yes, we have seen this. But then this guy came out, Spotify, probably you know this company, and they say, look, you don't need to buy hardware anymore. You don't need to go to the shop anymore. We have music as a service, so you just download the music when you need it, right? Then in the same way, if you want, what do you have to do if you want to have reliable air traffic data? You want to do a drone mission here in Tanzania, etc. You want to see the airplanes which are flying around you. Well, there is no other way today. You are obliged to buy a radar. But this is very expensive, right? And so what happened then? If the presentation helped me, Involi people came out and they say, look, you don't need to buy a radar anymore. Now we can just provide you a feed online of air traffic data, and you can use it for your mission. There we go. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention, and enjoy this event. Bye-bye.